Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I would like to say thank you for coming to my group presentation. It's great to see you all. Okay, let me introduce myself and my partner. I'm Mirnala, Fenggi, and my friends Permathahaty, Emmar, Cinta, Pamy, Rani Wiboningrum, Ratna, Anisa, Nurjanah, and also Ratna, Arifatus, Solikah. Okay, friends, in this presentation, we will discuss about infection disease. For first slide is definition. Journal 1 title is Malaria or Emerging Disease in Africa. The author is Thomas C. Ninda. And the journal is Emerging Infectious Disease. And the journal 2, the title is Malaria Emergence in the Peruvian Amazon region. The author is Javier Aramburu-Guarda, Cesar Maasayak, and Richard Witzing. The journal is Emerging Infectious Disease. And the next, please.
And then I will explain about epidemiology. In the journal 1, the Global Malaria Eradication Program of the 1950 and 1960 suffered serious setback in the early 1970, and the disease was slowly increased in area of Asia and South America, where their number of cases had been reduced to low level. In the journal 2, since 1941, in the highest number of malaria cases in Peru was 95,000 in 1944, and the lowest was 1,500 cases in 1965 after the malaria eradication campaign. Okay, next I will explain about number of cases. In the journal 1, in the last decade of prevalence of malaria has been escalating at an alarming rate, especially in Africa. An estimate 300 until 500 million cases each year cause 1.5 to 2.7 million deaths, more than 90% in children under 5 years of age in Africa. And then in Journal 2, therefore the number of malaria cases in 1997 report by slide of clinical defecation was 158,115. More Plasmodium infection occurred in males in 19.5%, then in female 39.5%. Malaria transmission has been sectional in the florid epidemic, with peaks in the rainy season from November to June.
The next, I will explain about causes of malaria. In Journal 1, the African disease of malaria is caused by the falciparum malaria parasite. Falciparum malaria is a complex disease with a patchy, non-uniform distribution and clinical manifestation that vary from one area to another within an endemic disease zone. And then in Journal 2, climatic indexes of river level, rainfall, temperature, and humidity at equators were analyzed to determine association with malaria prevalence. And the next, I will explain about treatment of malaria. And in Journal 1, chloroquine remains the first-line therapy for malaria. However, the alarming increase in resistance in Eastern and Southern Africa requests that sulfadoxine primetamine replace chloroquine as the first-line drug. And then in Journal 2, focal treatment schemes have been designed depending on the local resistance patterns as documented by in vivo methods. Depending on local FSSC, first line treatment of chloroquine, second line of primetamine sulfadoxine, or third line of quine with clindamycin or tetracycline is administered.
In Journal 1, the first line of therapy for malaria was originally used chloroquine medicine, but because of the worrisome increase in resistance, the chloroquine drugs was replaced with sulfadoxine pyrimethamine medicine as its first. And in Journal 2, the first line of therapy is using chloroquine. Malaria control, Journal 1. Its practical implementation required two main tools. First, drug for early treatment of the disease, management of severe and complicated cases, and prophylactic use on the most vulnerable population, or particularly pregnant women. Second, insecticide treatments for protection against mosquito bites. Each tool has its own problem in regard to field implementation. Journal 2. Chemical control includes the use of the insecticide in spatial fogging and domiciliary spraying and on-brand meats. Larval seeding in performed with tempomus placed at the surface of the larval breeding seeds.
Question: the book of journal discuss about reemerging of malaria. Thank you for attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.